Men who are in their 30s. Payag ba kayo? Mas mahaba daw ang buhay ng mga kababaihan kaysa atin. Ako personally, okay lang. As long as quality, nasulit ko yung buhay. Pero hindi kasi yun yung point. There's a risk that we need to address. Maybe, meron tayong something sa lifestyle na kailangan natin i-address, kailangan natin baguhin, kailangan natin i-adjust. Pero kung hindi kaya ito ma-address o mababago, may need ayusin yung mga couples ngayon pa lang while in their 30s when it comes to their financial planning. Welcome to the Brewing a Better You, a podcast about navigating life in their 30s, one pace at a time. In this podcast, we'll talk about adulting, personal growth, life realizations, shared by someone navigating life in his 30s as well, now relating life like a marathon journey. We're now in our third part of our series discussing and breaking down the data na nakuha natin from the World Health Organization. And for today's episode, we'll be sharing some realizations behind the data about the ratio between male and female based on the age brackets na nakita natin doon sa graph. So based sa data, mas madaming lalaki kaysa sa babae sa age bracket na 0 to 39 years old. So meaning, mas maraming lalaki yung pinapanganak kaysa sa babae. And then, nagpapantay ang number by the age na 40 to 49 years old. Pero, starting 50 years old pataas, mas madami na ang mga kababaihan. Kaya tuloy, dito tayo, may napansin tayo ngayon. Pag may gathering, pag may mga reunion yung mga pamilya-pamilya, napapansin niyo ba na mas marami pa mga babae kaysa mga lalaki na matatanda, na pag reunion, maybe joke lang to, pero maybe they're motivated dahil mga chika, may mga usapan, or ito rin, mas marami rin nagzuzumba. Ito, napansin ko lang. Maraming nagzuzumba, maraming nagkikita-kita, mga babae. Pero yung mga kalalakihan, madalas na banding nila. Inom, basically inom. Kasi yun yung mode of bonding nila. And pag nagkakaroon ng pictorial, nagkakaroon ng pictures, mostly mas marami pa rin talaga mga babae. Kaya ito ang first na napansin ko. Tayong mga lalaki, gusto natin, we want to give the best for our family, hustle and grind now that we're in our 30s, maybe you're starting a family, or you're planning to get married, or kung ano man part ka na ng buhay mo. Ang kaso, madalas, pinapabayaan natin yung buhay natin, yung sarili natin. And yes, we believe that we should be the good providers. Pero sana wag naman to the point na masasakripisyo ang ating health, na yung ina-earn nating pera is mapupunta pala sa hospitalization, medication, pampagaling. Dagdag pa dito, yung risk taker ng mga lalaki na kaya ko yan, abutin ko yan, gagawin ko yan kasi physical work, physical things, mas okay daw mga lalaki. And doon ngayon papasok ngayon na medyo extremes ang mga kalalakihan when it comes to health nila. Meron tayong mga kilala na happy-go-lucky, na sige, inom, yosi, whatever, malakas kumain, malakas tumamon. So, kumusta may vital signs natin? Kumusta yung health natin? So, ang lakas mo nang kumain, ang lakas mo nang bisyo, hindi ka pa nag-workout. Which leads to another type of men na sobrahan naman sa workout. Sobrahan sa buhat. Ito yung mga nasa fail army, nasa mga fail videos na OA magbuhat, ayan, nababalian, or nasasaktan, na aksidente sa gym, or kung ano man. Na-overwork naman yung katawan, na-overwork naman yung sarili. So, ano nangyayari sa atin ngayon? It's either mataas yung blood pressure, hindi okay yung vitals, and ang problem, not necessarily sa lalaki lang ito pero nakikita ko rin to in both sexes, is that ayaw magpa-check up kasi baka ma-discover na meron pala silang nararamdaman. Even though they're privileged enough na meron silang HMO, care of ng company or care of ng kanilang mga anak. Kaya yung mga nagsasabi ng, well, baka ito, nabanggit mo na to sa partner mo na, I will die for you, I'll give you everything, ano ba, ano pang mga chisihan na sinabi mo sa partner mo, babaguhin mo na yun. Maybe it's time to make it, I will live long with you, to serve you, to give you whatever it takes, pero hindi kasama yung buhay mo. Huwag naman mamamatay. Remember that, yes, we want the best for our family and for their future, but make sure na kasama ka dun sa picture, kasama ka dun sa future na ginagawa mo, hindi lang basta buhay hindi lang basta nakakahinga, pero yung nakagalaw ka, na-enjoy mo yung pinagpagura mo, yung naipundar mo, kasama mo yung pamilya mo. Which leads to my second realization, wherein dahil 50s pa lang, buwababa na ang dami ng mga kalalakihan, paano naman yung mga anak at mga may iwan na pamilya, at yung mga hindi mga at maiwan na pamilya mo, if hindi ka nakapag-ayos ng financial planning with your family. Ulitin ko lang, hindi mga pamilya. Paano yung mga anak at yung wife mo, hindi yung mga pamilya, if mawala na agad tayo sa picture. So if hindi ka nakapag-ayos ng financial planning, paano yung kanilang continuity, their daily living? So most households, ito rin napansin ko based on my clients, si wife ang nagmamanage ng pera. Pero paano yung earning capacity and capabilities ng family if wala na si lalaki? Hindi pa tapos mag-aral yung mga anak, hindi pa tapos bayarin yung bahay, lupa, kotse, etc., etc. Kaya yun ang beauty kapag na-break na agad ang taboo when it comes to difficult conversations about finances sa bahay. Kaya yun okay if nag-usap agad ang mag-asawa, kasama ang kanilang trusted financial advisor, para mapagplanuhan ng mga scenarios na hindi naman natin inaasahan. Habang healthy pa tayo, ngayon that we are in our 30s, start accumulating protection plans para madaling ma-approve. Hindi dahil sa inaasahan nating sooner or later magkakaroon ng problema or mapapaaga yung problema. Kasi it's not about if it will happen, it's about when those uncertainties will happen. So if you have an insurance plan already, that's good. That's great that you have started already. Pero you have to check from time to time if that coverage is enough to help you and your family when the time comes na magagamit na natin ito. Kasi our 30s are very uncertain. Kala natin, kapag nalagpasan yung 20s, goods na, kaya na natin to lahat-lahat. Pero mas madami pala tayong abalahin pa. Mas marami tayong responsibilities kapag nasa 30s na tayo. So do what you can with what you control. So do what you can with what you can control. And one of those things na kaya mo i-control is your finances. And of course, your financial plans. So to wrap up this episode, nakalungkot na ang daming, sa dami ng lalaki, umpisa, pababa na baba, dahil sa pagiging risk taker ng mga lalaki. Pero kasi, we could research on it, more about it. Bakit nga ba ganun? And when it comes to this episode, most couples kasi ngayon, they plan as if sabay sila tatanda. Pero yun nga, based on the data from the World Health Organization, may chance na solo na itataguyod ng kababaihan ang pamilya nila at solo silang tatanda na hindi kayo sabay tatanda. Kaya we really need to be proactive when it comes to taking care of our health and even managing our wealth. Remember, life is like a marathon, kaya take care of your health, para ma-enjoy mo yung mga pinagtatrabuhan mo today hanggang pagtanda natin, healthy and able ka pa din. So if you need help on reviewing your policies, reviewing your financial plans, and check if goods pa ba siya or we need to update it, just message me and let's talk para pag-usapan natin lahat. Ano ba yung bago mong plano sa buhay? Asan ka na ba ngayon? Asang stage ka na ng life mo? Maybe you need more maybe you don't need more life insurance kasi medyo tapos na yung you're not planning to have a dependence, pero you're not planning to have a family of your own. Pero sooner or later, your main dependent is still sarili mo. Ayan. So, if you like this episode, click sa follow. If you're in Spotify, click the subscribe button. If you're in YouTube, and share this to your friends or your family members, colleagues, workmates that would benefit then as well. Kasi hindi talaga madali ang 30s. So, sama-sama tayong maligaw, sama-sama tayong matuto, and at the end of the day, tayo lang din magtutulungan. Ayun lang, and see you on our next episode.